Hi there guys, welcome back to my channel, welcome back to another video. My name is Tando, but you can call me Tando. Before we get into this video, please do not forget to like, subscribe, share and comment down below. And please do not forget to press that notification bell so that you can get notified every time I post. And happy 2022. Anyway, let's just jump right into it. Okay, by the title of this video, you guys already know what we're going to talk about. I will be comparing the two cities that I lived in. Yeah, so as you guys know, I am drinking fizz, cold drink. As you guys know, I recently moved to Johannesburg, which was 2020 when COVID started and everything. I moved the sad, best decision of my life. And before that, I used to stay in Cape Town. I am not originally from Cape Town, but 11 years of my life I spent there. So I feel like that made me somehow or somewhat a Cape Townian. And I feel like I got my Joburg visa. The thing that I've done in Joburg so far, I have earned the Joburg visa. I am a Joburger now. I'm Funungasho and Funungasho. So we'll be comparing the two cities, and these are my personal opinions and things that I've experienced in both cities. So you'll definitely get to hear other YouTubers or other people telling you the opposite of what I'm telling you, but that's okay. That's okay. That's their own opinion and that's their own personal experiences. So guys, my lip sync is getting worse every day. Okay, so I've written everything down. I hope this video is not gonna be too long because I need to get into each and every little detail and actually explain it. So firstly, it's cost of living. Cape Town, the cost of living is too high. It's too high. And I'm saying this because when I moved to Johannesburg, I lived in the CBD. I live in a proper apartment. I live in proper apartments actually. And because I moved into 4 different places. It was Manners. I moved to Manners Mansion. There's a 2-bedroom apartment I used to share with someone. And then I moved to Kerk and I was living by myself. It was a bachelor pad. Then I moved to the Leo apartments. I was living by myself. It was a 1-bedroom apartment. Now I am living in a 1-bedroom apartment in Elof. So I've moved 4 times in Johannesburg. And I can say that I don't think I regret anything. First apartment, I was paying 1.7, actually 1.5 for sharing with someone. It was a very big room in this 2-bedroom apartment. We were actually sharing the main bedroom, which I found it cheaper, which I found it very cheap. And then, and Joburg guys will find this expensive, by the way. Second apartment, I was paying 2.5, which was a bachelor pad. And then I went to live in the Leo luxury apartment. I was paying close to 5K. It was a luxury apartment. I'll show you pictures. That place, I used to live with celebrities. I was saying so in that place. I was affording the place. And now I live in Frank's Place. And in Frank's Place, my rent is 3.750. That excluding water. Sometimes it gets to 3.9, sometimes it gets to 4,000. This is CBD, right? And in Cape Town, you will never ever find those prices in the CBD. The first time I lived in a suburb, my girlfriend at that time was paying like 3,000 for a room. And I used to live at Delft. I was paying 2.8. It's a location. And I used to live at Kailicha. I was paying 2 point something. And like rent, yes, Cape Town, it's ridiculous. It's not ridiculous, it's just higher than rent, yes, at Joburg. My friends, abanye babhatala like 500 for a room, for like other people actually rent backroom flats. Okay, backrooms. They call it backrooms in Joburg. They rent back rooms for 1,000. They rent back rooms for 500. Even if it's 1,000 rand, they find it cheap, expensive, because they usually rent about 500, about 600, about 700. So cost of living in these cities is they totally different. Cape Town is higher, Joburg it's low. You can just have 100 rand and you have grocery. 100 rand, I mean vegetables. You have your vegetables, because when you get out of your house or of your apartment, there's vendors everywhere. They selling a veg from 3 rand. It got cabbage for like 3 rands. Iyagcwala ifridge yakho yi-veg yi-100 rand and iziphupha imali ukubone. So cost of living, they differ. This one is higher, which is Cape Town, and this one is lower. And number 2, we're going to talk about crime. And again, this is my personal experience. Crime in Joburg, it's not as bad as crime in Cape Town. Crime in Cape Town, people make sure that they make a statement when they're robbing you, whatever the case might be, whatever the crime that is taking place at that time. They always make sure that crime yakhona heavy, inamandla yavakala ba okay, sharp and so. Okay, this I've seen once when someone was being robbed in Hillbrow. And the way we were corner, you wouldn't believe. I laughed, and someone was getting robbed. And for someone who's from Cape Town who have an anxiety when it comes to Ogorojwa, I should be scared, because every time I'll be very scared of for my life, because I don't know if you're gonna rob me or not. But Appa, I had the audacity to laugh at someone being robbed because it was funny. He wasn't hurt. There were no weapons, nothing. It was just 2 guys, and one of them came from the back, and then one of them took the guy's wallet and took the guy's phone. After that, that took the belongings. He ran away. So this one who was holding him, he just pushed him so far, or like too far from him, so that he just did that. He just pushed the guy, and then he ran away, and then the guy ran after them. Do you see what I'm talking about? You running after a school in Cape Town, that will never happen. It will never happen. But he was after them. He was running after them, which was funny because I'm not used to that. I'm used to gun, but there was none of that. There were no weapons, and I've never been robbed. I've never experienced anything. Omya who tried, I told him was on Kalamasim. And that was it. Because he was like grilling himself, like rubbing himself on me. And I knew I know what he's trying to do. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? And then he walked away. Because the minute you tell them that you see what they're doing, they run away. Because their intention is not to be seen, which they're trying to rob you. So crimes, these cities are quite different. This one is hectic. Cape Town is hectic. That crime is terrifying. And Joburg is just, it's okay. They rob people, but it's not as bad as the other side. Okay. Number 3, we have a groove. In Cape Town, I wasn't a groovist. I didn't go to the groove too much because abantu basekapa banochuku, abantu basekapa bahleli nje baleqwasa intaka, baleqoqa amadimoni ongawaziyo. Even females for that matter. You go to a groove in Cape Town and you step on someone's toes, isuke. That time and it was a genuine mistake. And we say groove, there's a lot of people. Like and you step on this person's toes, on this person's Air Force or All-Star. You step on his All-Star or on her All-Star. You say sorry, it was a mistake. And then I go back and then the next thing you're trash, the next thing you're suspended, the next thing you're shot, the next thing we are corrupt, no ghost. From just stepping on someone's toes in a very, very, very full place. And I'm sure now when your mistake was. So groove for me in Cape Town was not as fun as I would like groove to be. I went to Rens for the first time. I had the worst time of my life. Not because something happened. I went to Rens, but because of this mentality of I shouldn't be. I shouldn't color anybody. I shouldn't be stepping on anyone's or anyone's toes. I shouldn't be looking at certain people because I want to turn my nabo and then figure quickly in bed. So I was overly cautious when I was in Rents for the first time. And then if I'm the one who's saying sorry to this person, but this person is the one who knocked me over, So I groove for me in Cape Town was not the best groove ever. The only time I'll just get some iznyana is when I go to town. Nalapo in some places in town, in long streets. Fine. But groove in Johannesburg, baby, I have become a groovist in a very short period of being here. Groovist and funungasho. I haven't been in much places. I've only been in Maboneng mostly. I spend my coins in Maboneng because it's fun. It's fun as fuck. And I went to Soweto. I've went into 2 places in Soweto so far. I went to Makbenjalo, which is in DK, and I went to another place in DK again. And Alapo, it was fun. I didn't even hear anybody shouting anyone. Yay! Johannesburg groove is the best groove I've ever experienced in my entire existence. I get to Maboneng by myself. I chill there by my table. Guys will come sit with me. We drink beers. Girls will come. Abanye abantu bazafuna namachera ubechera hleli phaya athi abantu ne vibe isn't a chera chera nechumza kuzohlela bemandi, like there's no unknown beef guys kube mnandi. From there kuthiwe no, let's go to our apartment hlala eBram, or we live in Soweto PP, we all go chill. Kuthiwe no, awufuna uhamba awuphangeli ngom, so then they take you home ukubone. Like there's this trust. Like there's this thing about the groove yalabo about they genuinely going out to have fun and to meet new people and to make friends. They abaphume endlini beqonda uba ukhe wandenyathela. If you speak to my man, there's no such. Like they carefree. Like ukuba yo, groove yalapa is the best groove I've ever experienced. Okay, let's go to number 4. Number 4, it's definitely racism. Cape Town, I'm not gonna get into it. It's fucked up. Racism in Cape Town, it's freaking fucked up. It's still there, it still exists, it still lives. We still have to fight, and we still need to make sure that we voice out so that we can be seen and be heard. And in Joburg, you don't experience that. I don't wanna lie. Sidibana nonyawupeza bangabelungu. Sidibana nabelungu ababhekayo, sidibana nabelungu abafuna unceda wena ngetrole yakho, sidibana nabelungu abashopha nawe abangafeel entitled to anything. Abelungu balapha are totally different. We live in an apartment where sihlangana namakhaladi who doesn't give a shit about the color of your skin. And in Cape Town, it's totally different. Even Amakhaladi are very racist towards black people, which I don't understand. Okay, let's go to number 5. Number 5, we have black on black hate. I know, I've been saying good things about Johannesburg. I've been praising Johannesburg. But this one is quite different. And I'm talking about black on black hate in terms of working environments, the workplaces. We work in Joburg, we work with a lot of black people. It's actually the majority, it's black. And in Cape Town, sometimes you get to a place there's like 50-50 black, whites, colors, Indians, whatever. There's less Indians though in Cape Town. But in Cape Town, there's a mix of every race. But in Joburg, majority is black. And the sad thing about having or working with only black people, it's devastating. I don't want to lie. No one wants to give another person an opportunity. They see you as a threat. If you have a little bit of knowledge, you become a problem. If you have a little bit of a voice, you become a problem. They don't want to hear you. They don't want to hear you. They don't want to listen to you. Because we threat. You're going to take their jobs. You're going to get to a higher position. They don't want other people to grow. It's only if they already have the senior position, they want to stay there. Or if they're not going to stay there and they move up, that position can't be yours. It needs to be a family member that comes in, or a best friend or a friend, but not just any stranger who's out here trying. I'm not sure if I'm making sense. And like black are so against each other in a workplace. Like they're so against each other. And of which in Cape Town, this is like when I look in the work perspective in Cape Town, even though black people don't get really along, but when it comes to us, Sibe Yimbumba, and us fighting for the same thing, Siyadibana, we become one and we fight for this and then go back to hating each other because we know we all have the same end goal. But in Joburg, each man for himself. This is by far one thing that I don't like about the city. Last but not least, we're going to number 6. Long distance. Long distance in terms of the places, the traveling around the city. Yay! 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 In Johannesburg. And those places are far from the central. Joburg is it's like andiyazi man kune Eastern Cape apha Joburg, kune Cape Town apha Joburg, kune Polokwane apha Joburg. Like each and every the places are very far from the central. If we saw Soweto, you can even take about 45 minutes, 30 minutes. It depends what part of Soweto you're coming from. If we saw Katlehong, you're gonna take close to 45 minutes, close to an hour just traveling to the central, to the CBD. Like zonke now, they're very, very far apart. Just know that you're gonna travel. If we talk CBD, we Alex was out travelisha. If we talk apa, we tell that you're gonna travel and you're gonna stay some time on the road. That's how bad the distance is. I don't know whether it's bad to me because I am spoiled. I'm from Cape Town, and Cape Town yonke lapha kufutshane. Xa uyegoogle, xa sewukhethe uyegoogle uthi tshwebe. Xa usuka eKhayelitsha uya eCBD it's tshwebe. So figure like I don't spend too much time on the road. Even the airport is like literally close to everything. It's close to Ekasi. Also, you can even walk from a crossroad to the airport. But Apa, you need to stay on the road to get to the freaking airport. Like the distance here is ridiculous. That's one of the reasons why I'm actually. But I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking of moving to Ekasi. I think I want to experience that. But that's one of the reasons why Ekasi, because these people travel and they don't see anything wrong. Like these people have been traveling, so I don't even think that they're gonna see anything wrong with all this traveling. I couldn't even stay at my sister's house for a full month when I moved here because I couldn't stand. I could not stand. I would take a taxi from Katlehong, Palmbridge. I'll take a taxi from there to Johannesburg CBD, which takes me about 45 minutes or so, and then I will take another taxi from the CBD to Parktown, where I work. 2 taxis. For what? Nah, fam. That's when I decided, you know what? Let me just come live in the CBD, but because I cannot do that. I cannot do that. I cannot do that for shit. That is about it from me today. Thank you so much for watching this video, and please do not forget to like, subscribe, share, and comment down below, and do press that notification bell so that you get notified every time I post.